So, good morning guys. I'm Jerin Cobol and I'm going to report subgrade and subbase for concrete pavement, concrete proportion and mixtures, curing of concrete pavement, and DPW specification on concrete pavements. So, let's start with subgrade and subbase for concrete pavement. Pavement is durable surface material laid down on area intended to sustain vehicular or foot traffic. So, layer of pavement. So, concrete slab or surface course, sub-base course, then sa pinakababa, sub-base course, subgrade course. So, subgrade is the layer of natural soil prepared to receive the stresses from the layers above. So, itong pinakababa na katong ginatamper na yuta. Then, how thick should a subgrade be? It should be thick enough to withstand the loads acting upon it. Sa subbase, the subbase course is layer of material beneath the concrete slab, and the primary function are to provide structural support, improve drainage, and reduce the destruction of fines and subgrade in the pavement structure. How thick should a subbase be? Thickness of subbase can range from 75 to 100 mm or 3 to 4 inch for garden path, through 100 to 150 mm or 4 to 6 inch for driveways and public footpaths, and 150 to 225 mm or 6 to 9 inches for heavy use road. Depende rin na siya sa imong buhatan kung unsang mga loads ang mga gidra. So, dito to sa concrete proportion and mixtures. Concrete mix design is process of finding right proportion of cement, sand, and aggregates for concrete to achieve target strength structure. So, concrete mix design can be stated as concrete mix, cement, sand, and aggregates. The concrete mix involves various steps, calculation, and laboratory testing to find right mix proportion. This process is usually adapted for structure which requires higher grade of concrete such as M25 and above, the large construction projects where quantity of concrete consumption is huge. Benefits of concrete mix design is that provides the right proportion of material, thus making the concrete construction economical in achieving required strength or structural members. As the quantity of concrete required for large construction are huge, economy and quantity of materials such as cement makes the project construction economical. So, example ta og mix, concrete mix. Example aning M20 grade concrete is 1 is to 1.5 is to 3 as per code book. Sabot ana 1 part sa cement, 1.5 part na sand, and 3 part of aggregate. Total dry volume material required 1.57 cubic meter. So, ang pag-calculate sa cement na kailangan is 1.57 times pila ka part ang cement, then i-divide na siya sa katong ratio. So, makakuha ta drag 0.285 cubic meter. Then sa sand, so ang part na sand is 1.5, i-times nimo na siya sa 1.57, then i-divide sa summation sa ratio, then makakuha ka og 0.427 cubic meter sa M20 na grade na siya. Then may siya volume of aggregate needed. Divide nimo ang aggregate na part times 1.57, i-divide nimo na siya og summation sa ratio. Ano siya pagkuha. So, example ta sa mga concrete mix. Sa normal grade course, natay M5, M7.5, M10, M15, and M20. So depende na siya sa normal grade of course, concrete ra na siya. Sa standard grade of concrete, sa lahi na po na siya, M25, M30 and M35, M40 and M45 kasi klase na sila og comprehensive na stress. Then sa high strength of concrete grades, so M50, M55, M60, M65, M70. So lahi na siya sa katunon ng mga kailangan na jud og mga gahi kayo. Then curing of concrete pavement is maintenance of satisfactory moisture content and temperature in concrete for a period of time immediately following placing and finishing so that the desired properties may develop. So method and materials. Maintaining the presence of mixing water in concrete during the early hardening period. Methods that reduce the loss of mixing water from the surface of concrete, spraying or fogging. Method that accelerates strength and gain supplying heat and additional moisture to concrete. So panding and immersion panding is typically used to cure flat surface on smaller jobs. Care should be taken to maintain curing water temperature at not more than 20 degrees Fahrenheit, cooler than the concrete to pavement cracking due to thermal stresses. Immersion is mainly used in laboratory for curing concrete test specimens. And fogging and sprinkling are used when the ambient temperature are well above freezing and humidity is low. Fogging can minimize plastic shrinkage, cracking until the concrete attains final set. So wet coverings saturated with water should be used after concrete has hardened enough to prevent surface damage. They should be kept constantly wet. Impervious paper. Polyethylene film is a lightweight, effective moisture retardant and is easily applied to complex as well as simple shapes. So membrane forming curing compounds are used to retard or reduce evaporation of moisture from concrete. They can be clear or translucent and white pigmented. White pigmented compounds are recommended for not hot and sunny weather conditions to reflect solar radiation. Curing compound should be applied immediately after final finishing. So curing compound shall comply with ASTM C309 or ASTM C1315 par 5. Steam curing. Live stream at atmospheric pressure and high pressure stream is autoclaves are two methods of steam curing. Steam temperature should leave steam at atmospheric pressure should be kept at about 140 Fahrenheit or less until the desired concrete strength is achieved. So guys, medyo hangin kayo dere. So ato sa DPWH specification of concrete pavement categorized under item 311 of DPWH standard specification, which provide that this item shall consist of Portland cement concrete pavement with or without reinforcement, constructed on the prepared base in accordance with the plans and specification. Material requirements. Portland cement shall conform to applicable requirements of item 0 to 700 hydraulic cement. Only type 1 or the normal or common Portland cement should be used. Different brands or the same brands from different mills shall not be mixed, nor shall they be used alternate unless approved by the supervising engineer. So, fine aggregate shall consist of natural sand, stone, screening, or other inert materials with similar characteristic or combination thereof. Having hard, strong, and durable particles, it shall be free from injurious amounts of organic impurities. Coarse aggregate shall consist of crushed stone, gravel, blast furnace slag, or other approved inert materials of similar character or combination thereof, having hard, strong, durable piece, free from any adherent coatings. Water used in concrete mixing of curing or other designated as application should be clean and free from oil, salt, acid, alkali, grass, or other substance injurious to finished product. Drinking water is used need to be tested. Sa reinforced steel, dowels and tie bars to be used in concrete pavement shall conform to the requirement of ASH2 M31 or M42, except that rail steel shall not be used for tie bar to be bended and restraighted during construction. Joint fillers should be mixed asphalt and mineral or rubber filler. The preformed joint filler are punched to admit the dowels. Filler for each joint should be furnished in a single place for a full depth and width of the joint. Storage of cement and aggregate. The storage house for cement should be waterproof and raised floor from the ground to protect the cement from rain or dampness. Then, mo na siya atong mga link kung asa na ko gikan na to kong report, and thank you for listening.